Calling to set appointments is very important, especially if you intend on selling final expense at a high enough level to make six figures. In my experience, most managers don't spend enough time working with their agents on this part of the sales process. To me, your phone day is just as important as your field day, maybe even more important. So with that being said, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to set your final expense appointments step by step, the exact way that we teach the agents that I personally mentor how to set their final expense appointments, which happens to be the exact same way that I did it back in 2014, which happens to be when I personally wrote over $420,000 of annualized premium, 100% final expense sales off of my very own pen. So here's what we're going to do. First, you're going to hear me do the appointment setting script. Then I'm going to break down exactly why I say what I say during the script. We're going to give you some really important tips, and I'm going to teach you how to put the word yes into your prospect's mouth. Coming up after this. Unfortunately, what a lot of managers do is simply regurgitate what they were taught, which, when it comes to setting final expense appointments, is usually some basic script that was handed down over the years. The potential problem is that the script that you may be using right now was probably given you by someone who may not have even been very successful at final expense sales. This is why what I'm about to teach you is so very, very important. You see, the script that I use was designed by me and has been used by me over the years, and is still the same script that I personally use today when I go to set my appointments. So, before we get started with this training, it's important that you stick around until the very end of the video. If you can manage to do that, I'm going to share with you how to get a copy of this script, yes, the one that I use for setting final expense appointments. Also, this is when I'm going to ask you to smash down on the like button, as it's really a great way to let me know that you're actually watching this video. If you're new to our channel, make sure to watch the playlist called Basic Training. Write that down, Basic Training, as this playlist has videos that cover all the basics of final expense sales. You might actually end up getting more from our Basic Training playlist than you will from your very own upline. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're putting out a lot of true training videos just like this one all the time. So let's get into the training. When calling to set appointments, you need to sound upbeat. When the prospect answers the phone, I personally like to start by using their first name. Hi Sandra, this is Douglas. How are you doing today? The trick is to say this like you guys are old friends. We've already met, we know each other, we're hanging out the other day, remember? They'll often just say, oh, I'm okay, then continue. Well, Sandra, the reason for my call today is that you recently wrote down your information on a little card and you mailed it into my office about that 2018 benefit plan for Florida residents. And the reason I'm calling is to simply verify that information that you sent to us. Now, Sandra, it says that your age is 65. Is that correct? Great. And your address is 123 Main Street. Is that correct? Excellent. And your spouse's age is 61. Is that correct? Now, Sandra, I just need to meet with you and your spouse for about 5 to 10 minutes to see what you guys qualify for. And I am going to be in your area tomorrow, and I do have an opening to stop by between 9 and 9:30. How's that with you? Okay? Perfect. Now, Sandra, I need you to grab a pen and paper so I can give you some important information. Just let me know when you're ready. Are you ready yet? Again, write this down. My name, Doug Massi. D-O-U-G-M-A-S-S-I. And I'll see you tomorrow between 9 and 9:30. Write that down too, Sandra. Oh, and please put this note on your calendar or refrigerator and make sure that your spouse is there too. By the way, what is the name of your spouse? Great. Now, when I arrive there, is there any security guards or locked gates or big dogs that I'm going to need to deal with? Also, is there an apartment or lot number? Perfect. Now, I do appreciate your time on the phone, Sandra, and I look forward to meeting with both you and Joe tomorrow between 9 and 9:30. Have a great day, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye. Okay, so guys, there are a few very important things that I want to go over with you in reference to what you just heard me do. First, never get into any health questions. With final expense sales, we do the field underwriting while with the prospect. The objective of this phone call is to simply set the appointment. That's it. Next, notice I never mention anything about life insurance. If you mention the word life insurance while you're setting these appointments, all you're doing is giving them buyer's remorse before they even buy. This is when they're going to change their mind. This is when they're going to say no. This is when everything stops. Remember, you are telling them, Sandra, the reason for my call is to simply verify the information that you sent us. You don't want them to think in their mind that the reason you're calling is so that you can come out and sell them something. Also, here's something completely unique that I do in order to increase the odds that the prospect will actually take the appointment. What I say is, I've got an opening tomorrow morning between 9 and 9:30. How's that with you? Okay? Part of this is not only what I said, but the actual important thing is the way that I said it. How's that with you? Okay? You see, I say this with complete confidence, and I say it in a way that actually makes it easy for the prospect, Sandra, to say yes. That's fine. It's almost as if we put the word yes into their mouth. How's that with you? Okay? If you're setting the appointment correctly within 24 to 48 hours of the appointment, there's no need to give them a reminder call. If you're calling on Saturday to book up Monday and Tuesday, I still wouldn't give them a reminder call. If the prospect actually asks me to give them a reminder call, I'll just appease them by saying, sure. But in most cases, guys, I'm not going to give them time to rethink the appointment by giving them a reminder call so they can cancel the appointment. When people call me and leave a message to cancel the appointment, in most cases, when I just show up anyways, they're usually there, and whatever the excuse was for canceling said appointment is usually just not true. Go. You did your job, now finish it by making a strong presentation and close that sale. Guys, if your manager isn't giving you first-year commissions between 100 and 120%, there is a good chance that you're actually getting ripped off. If you're here watching this video to learn how to set appointments, you may want to rethink who your current upline is. For information on our final expense sales program, which, yes, includes access to our 30-day online training, along with multiple lead programs like our super discounted Facebook leads and direct mail leads, just shoot me an email at doug@ufesonline.com. For a copy of the appointment setting script that we just used, just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will fall right into place. Now go out there and do something good for someone today. Happy hunting!